Hi, 2-3. I miss you guys a lot. I look forward to seeing you at Google Draw on Tuesday from 1 to 2. This is kind of a fun project. We're doing some printmaking, so you should have gone around your house and found different objects that are not porous, meaning when we put paint on them, they're not going to absorb it. So I found some Tupperware, Legos work really nicely, little old medicine cups work really nicely. I also grabbed some cardboard, and you can be creative with your cardboard and what you want to do. So, we're going to be making cityscapes. That means we're going to try and make a couple buildings at least in each of our prints. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and just take whatever color paint you have and just squeeze a little bit out on your plate. If you had to make it, good job. I'm super proud of you that you were that motivated. If you already had some at your house, great. Any color will work. We're going to use the same color throughout. So I'm going to call these things stamps, the objects that you found. I would not suggest just stamping your objects right into the paint. Typically what happens in those cases, it gets really blobby and globby. So what I'm going to have you do is just paint onto the side of your object or whatever object you want to print. And then you're going to go ahead and start printing. So I'm going to say this is going to be the side of my building. Sometimes you're able to make more than one print. Sometimes it doesn't work. It depends on the object you have. I'm going to make another one. This time I'm going to make it turn the other direction, making a building low to the ground. And I would like to connect these, so I'm going to use the top here. And your fingers are going to get pretty messy with this. Just make sure you don't touch any of your family's stuff other than the paper and the objects you are choosing to work with. I could also, guys, if I like the texture here or the way the circles are going in between here, I could also make a full stamp or a print of this area as well. You can use any side you want. Just know that it's harder to clean the inside of Legos if that's what you're choosing to draw. So I'm putting the paint right over the whole thing here. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to stamp it anywhere on that page. You have to just decide where your sidewalk is or where the ground is. So notice only one of my circles came out. That's okay. You can't go in and fix it. We're just stamping today. I'm going to try the edge of this, and that's actually what we are doing right now, guys. We are experimenting with printing different found objects. If you don't like the objects you find for the first print, go ahead and find different objects and see what kind of marks they make. Today is a lot of experimenting. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it and I'm going to stamp it right on top. Interesting. You could go higher. You could say, oh, I want to build another story up here. I'm going to try and see what happens if I stamp it like this. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Ooh, today it's working. But just know a lot of times it turns out too smudgy to see what kind of print you made. So I'm going to add on one more tall tower. Now inside here I might want to add some details. So I'm going to try and stamp with the edge of this. So I'm going to do again, I'm going to try and stamping it right in here and see what happens if I add just some vertical lines into here as some details. You can do the same thing with some circles for windows. It is up to you guys how you make your city. I might want to have an antenna on top of this building. Maybe some horizontal lines on this building. So you're going to go through and just make stamps out of the objects you found. I'm going to try the other end of this. You don't need a ton of paint. I don't know if this is going to work. Ooh, nice. Notice how there's a lot of paint there, but there's no paint on the inside there, so I'm wasting a little bit of paint by doing it that way. If you have a lot of paint, that might not be a big deal. If you don't, then maybe you need to conserve and paint each time. There's lots of ways of doing this, guys. I look forward to seeing what your cityscapes look like. Whether you choose to do tall buildings or short buildings, I'd love to see. Can't wait to see what you created. Make sure you share it via email or text or in forums. Have a great day.